Be me. 26-year-old Femcel, haven't had a boyfriend since high school, and that lasted 3 weeks before he dumped me for the girl who sat behind us in chemistry. To spend most of my time on Discord servers talking about how dating apps are rigged for women who aren't conventionally attractive. My entire friend group consists of other chronically online women who share Wojak memes and complain about the state of modern romance. We call ourselves the Sisterhood of Perpetual Rejection, which sounds way cooler than it actually is. One Friday night, I'm scrolling through Twitter, having my weekly mental breakdown about being single. See all these couples posting their anniversary photos and engagement announcements. Physically painful to witness, like watching a nature documentary about a species you'll never be. Yet my roommate Jessica walks in eating chips and asks why I look like someone just told me Santa isn't real. I'm fine, just contemplating the heat death of the universe and my romantic prospects, both equally bleak. She sits down and gives me the look, the one that says she's about to suggest something I'll hate. You need to get back on the apps. It's been like 2 years since you deleted everything. I remind her that dating apps are superficial hellscapes designed to destroy self-esteem and commodify human connection. She reminds me that I say this while literally scrolling through social media at 11 p.m. on a Friday night alone. She's got a point, but I'm not about to admit it. Fine, I'll download one app, and when I'm deleting it the second some guy asks for feet pics or sends an unsolicited eggplant emoji. Download Hinge because someone on Reddit said it's for people who actually want relationships and not just hookups. Spend 2 hours making a profile, agonizing over every photo like I'm applying to Harvard. My prompts are carefully crafted to seem quirky, but not too weird. Intelligent, but not pretentious. Funny, but not trying too hard. It's exhausting and I haven't even started swiping yet. Jessica looks over my shoulder and says my profile makes me look like I'm recruiting for a cult. Delete everything and start over with simpler answers. Finally finish around 1 a.m. and start swiping through profiles. First guy has a fish in every photo, hard pass. Second guy's bio says I'm not like other guys, which is exactly what other guys say, pass. The third guy has a photo with 4 other dudes, and I can't tell which one he is, automatic pass. This continues for like 30 minutes and I'm about ready to give up. Then I see him. This dude looks like he was photoshopped by the gods themselves. Perfect jawline, incredible hair, piercing blue eyes, abs visible through his shirt in one photo. He's rock climbing in one pic, at a charity gala in another, holding a puppy in a third. His bio says he's a software engineer who likes hiking, reading philosophy, and trying new restaurants. I literally laugh out loud because this is so obviously fake. There's no way this is a real person. This is like if an AI generated the perfect man. Jessica comes running over and looks at the screen. Her eyes go wide and she grabs my phone. Holy shit, that's like a legitimate 10 out of 10. Yeah, you have to swipe right. Are you insane? This is clearly a catfish or a scammer. Probably some dude in Nigeria using stock photos. She insists that even if it's fake, what's the worst that could happen? I explain that the worst that could happen is I get my hopes up, we match, I develop feelings for a fictional person, and then I end up on a true crime podcast. She rolls her eyes and says I watch too much Dateline. She's not wrong, but still. Decide to swipe right just to prove it's fake when we don't match. Hand the phone back to Jessica and go to the kitchen to get water. From the other room, I hear her scream. Run back thinking she saw a spider or something. You matched! Oh my God, you matched with him! She's jumping up and down like she just won the lottery. I grab the phone and sure enough, there's the notification. Ryan wants to get to know you! My heart is racing and I can feel my face getting hot. This has to be a glitch in the app or something. Okay, this confirms it's definitely fake. Real guys who look like that don't match with girls like me. Jessica gets offended on my behalf and says I need to stop with the self-deprecating stuff. I'm not being self-deprecating. I'm being realistic. I've seen this guy's profile. I've seen my profile. The math doesn't math. She grabs my shoulders and looks me dead in the eye. What if it's real? What if this is your chance and you blow it because you're too scared? Low blow using my fear of dying alone against me. But it works. Decide to send a message, spend 20 minutes crafting the perfect opening line. Everything I write sounds either too desperate, too casual, or too weird. And Jessica suggests I just say hi and ask about one of his photos. Feels too simple, but I'm overthinking everything at this point. Send. Hey, that rock climbing photo looks intense. How long have you been climbing? Immediately regret it. Too boring. He probably gets a million messages. Put my phone face down on the couch and walk away. I can't look. If he doesn't respond, I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss. Jessica picks up my phone. He responded, like immediately. I practically sprint back to the couch. Ryan, hey, I've been climbing for about 5 years now. It's my favorite way to clear my head after work. Do you climb? He used proper punctuation and capitalization, already suspicious. Most guys on dating apps type like they're sending telegrams from 1942, send back that I don't climb, but I've always wanted to try it. And he responds within 2 minutes saying he'd be happy to take me to his gym sometime and show me the basics. Jessica is literally shaking me. He wants to meet you in person. This is happening. Or he wants to lure me to a secondary location and harvest my organs. This is textbook serial killer behavior. She tells me I need therapy. Probably true, but not helpful right now. We message back and forth for the next hour. He's funny, he's sweet. He asks actual questions about my life. Tells me about his job at a tech startup, his dog named Benson, his obsession with trying every ramen place in the city. Shares a photo of Benson and the dog is adorable, which should be a green flag, but I'm still skeptical. Around 3 a.m. he says he should probably get some sleep, but he's really enjoyed talking to me. Asks if I'd want to grab coffee this weekend. Yet my brain immediately goes into panic mode. Jessica's reading over my shoulder and starts shaking her head. Don't you dare say no. I will literally take your phone and say yes for you. Tell him coffee sounds great and suggest a place downtown that's always crowded because safety first. He agrees immediately and says Saturday at 2 p.m. works for him. We say goodnight and I just sit there staring at my phone. I can't believe that just happened. This feels like a fever dream. Jessica is already planning my outfit for the date. We need to make you look hot, but not like you're trying too hard. Casual, but cute. Spend the next 2 hours going through my closet, even though the date is 2 days away. Finally go to bed at 5 a.m. but can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I see Ryan's profile picture and convince myself it's too good to be true. Jeddah wake up at noon the next day to 17 texts from Jessica asking if I've heard from Ryan. Check the app and he sent a good morning message. Good morning. Hope you slept well. Looking forward to Saturday. Okay, this is getting weird. No one is this nice. Spend the entire day going between excited and convinced this is an elaborate prank. Text my Discord friends about the situation. They're split between being happy for me and warning me that he's definitely a catfish. One girl sends me a 20-minute voice memo about her catfish experience that ended with her at a Denny's alone at midnight. Great. Exactly what I needed to hear. Decide I need to do some investigating before Saturday. Can't just walk into this blind and risk public humiliation. Start with reverse image searching his photos. He had to spend 3 hours going through Google results. The photos don't show up anywhere else, which is either really good or really suspicious. Check his Instagram, which is linked to his profile. Account is public, has 800 followers, posts regularly, going back 3 years. Photos are consistent, same guy, same friend group, appearing in multiple posts. He's tagged in other people's photos at various events and locations. Either this is real or someone has created the most elaborate catfish operation in history. Notice one photo from 2 months ago at some tech conference. He's wearing a name badge, but I can't quite read it in the photo. Zoom in as far as possible. Enhance like I'm in a crime show. Can barely make out Ryan and what looks like a company name. Spend another hour trying to find the company's website. But to find a tech startup that matches the logo on his badge, go to their Our Team page. There he is. Ryan Morrison, senior software engineer, graduated from Stanford, been with the company for 3 years. His professional headshot matches his dating app photos. Okay, so he's real, he has a real job, he went to Stanford. This makes it worse somehow because now I'm even more convinced this is a mistake. Guys who go to Stanford and work at successful startups don't date girls who moderate Discord servers and argue about anime on Reddit. Jessica comes home from work and finds me deep in my research spiral. Are you seriously cyberstalking this guy? It's been 1 day. Explain that this is due diligence, not stalking. She points out that I've found his LinkedIn, his company bio, and I'm currently scrolling through his college roommate's Instagram. Maybe I've gone too far. She makes me close my laptop and put my phone in another room. You're going to drive yourself crazy. Just wait until Saturday and meet him like a normal person. Spend Friday in a state of constant anxiety. Ryan sends me a few messages throughout the day, just casual stuff. Asks about my day, sends me a funny meme, tells me about a meeting that ran way too long. Every message makes me more nervous because he seems so normal and nice. What if I'm the problem? What if I get there and he takes one look at me and realizes he made a mistake? My photos are accurate, but they're also carefully selected and probably slightly misleading in that good lighting and angles way. Jessica finds me spiraling again and threatens to lock me in my room until the date. You need to calm down. He matched with you. He's talking to you. He asked you out. Clearly he's interested. Or he's bored, or he's doing this as a joke, or he's running some kind of social experiment for a YouTube video. She walks away muttering something about me needing to get a grip. Saturday morning arrives and I've changed outfits 6 times. Settle on jeans and a nice top, casual, but I look put together. Jessica does my makeup because I'm shaking too much to do it myself. If you don't text me within 30 minutes of the date starting, I'm calling the police. She's only half joking. Leave the apartment an hour early because I'd rather wait to the coffee shop than risk being late. Get there and sit outside on a bench, watching everyone who walks by. At 1:45 p.m. and I'm convinced he's not going to show up. 1:50 p.m. and I'm planning my exit strategy. 1:55 p.m. and I see someone who looks like his photos walking down the street. My heart drops into my stomach. He's real. He's actually real. And he's somehow better looking in person. He spots me and waves, walking over with a smile. Hey, you must be Emma. It's great to finally meet you in person. I stand up and nearly trip over my own feet. Smooth, very smooth. He catches my arm to steady me and I want to dissolve into the pavement. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. First dating app meetup and all. He laughs and says he's nervous too, which I don't believe for a second. We go inside and order coffee. He insists on paying, which seems like a green flag. Find a table in the corner and sit down. The conversation starts a bit awkward, but quickly becomes natural. He's exactly like he was over text, funny and easy to talk to. Tells me about his week, asks about mine. We bond over both being obsessed with the same obscure podcast. 2 hours pass and I don't even notice. The coffee shop is getting ready to close and we're still talking. I had a really great time. Would you want to do this again sometime? My brain is screaming that this is too good to be true. Yeah, I'd really like that. We exchange numbers to text instead of using the app. He walks me to my car and gives me a hug goodbye. Drive home in a daze. Jessica is waiting at the door when I get back. Well, how was it? Is he real? Are you getting married? Tell her everything and she's more excited than I am. See, I told you it would be fine. You were worried for nothing. Check my phone and Ryan's already texted. Had an amazing time today. Can't wait to see you again. This is where the other shoe is going to drop. I can feel it. No one is this perfect without some kind of catch. Spend the rest of the night analyzing every detail of the date. Did he seem too interested? Was he asking too many questions? Jessica tells me I'm being paranoid and to just enjoy it. Over the next week, Ryan and I text every day. He asked me out for a second date, dinner at a nice Italian place. The date goes even better than the first one. Third date, we go to a museum and spend 4 hours just walking around talking. By the 4th date, I'm starting to let my guard down. Maybe this is actually real. Maybe I'm not going to end up as a cautionary tale. Yet then one night I'm scrolling through Instagram and see something that makes my blood run cold. One of his recent posts is him at a company event. There's a woman in the photo with her arm around him. They look close, too close. I zoom in on her hand and there's a ring. My mind immediately goes to the worst case scenario. He's married or engaged and I'm the other woman. This is it. This is the catch. I knew it was too good to be true. Screenshot the photo and send it to Jessica. Look at this. I knew something was off. She calls me immediately. Okay, before you spiral, did you ask him about it? No, because what am I supposed to say? Hey, I was stalking your Instagram and saw a photo that looks suspicious. She points out that asking about someone's social media posts isn't stalking when you're dating them. Yet I decide to bring it up casually next time we talk. He texts me that night asking how my day was. I send back, good. Saw your post from the company event. Looks like it was fun. Trying to sound casual and definitely not like I've been obsessing over this for 3 hours. Yeah, it was great. That's my coworker Diana and her fiance. We all went out after for drinks. Oh, her fiance, not his fiance. I'm an idiot. Jessica calls me immediately after I tell her. She's laughing so hard she can barely breathe. You thought he was engaged because his coworker's fiance was in a photo? You need help. Hang up on her because I don't need this right now. Ryan texts again. Everything okay? You seem a bit off. Great, now he thinks I'm weird. Yeah, all good. Just tired from work. He sends back a sweet message about hoping I get some rest and that he's thinking about me. Put my phone down and stare at the ceiling. Why am I like this? Why can't I just accept that a nice guy likes me? My therapy from 3 years ago echoes in my head about self-sabotage and fear of vulnerability. Maybe I should call my therapist, fall asleep thinking about how I need to get out of my own way. Wake up to a text from Ryan asking if I'm free this weekend. There's this food festival downtown. Thought it might be fun to check out together. Say yes before I can overthink it. Saturday comes and we meet at the festival. It's crowded but fun. We try food from like 15 different vendors. Everything feels perfect. We're walking around and I see him talking to someone. A woman, she's gorgeous. They're laughing at something he said. They hug and she walks away. Who was that? Trying to sound casual and definitely failing. Oh, that's Monica. We dated for a few months last year. Ran into each other randomly. My brain immediately goes into overdrive. She's prettier than me. She's more confident. What if he still has feelings for her? You okay? You got really quiet. Yeah, fine. Just thinking about what food to try next. Spend the rest of the date wondering if I'm just a rebound or if he's comparing me to her. When we say goodbye, I can tell he knows something's off. Did I do something wrong? No, everything's great. I'm just tired. He looks unconvinced but doesn't push it. Get home and Jessica is there with wine. Okay, what happened this time? Tell her about running into his ex. She looks at me like I'm insane. Yeah, so he ran into his ex, was completely normal about it, told you who she was, and you're spiraling. She was really pretty, and they looked comfortable together. Jessica pours me a large glass of wine. You're self-destructing, you realize that, right? This guy has done nothing wrong and you're inventing problems. She's right, but admitting it feels impossible. Spend Sunday doing more investigative work because apparently I can't help myself. Find Monica's Instagram. She's a yoga instructor, has 15,000 followers, posts motivational quotes. They broke up 8 months ago based on when they stopped appearing in each other's photos. She's now dating someone else. There are a couple photos from the last 3 months. So she's moved on, which means Ryan's probably moved on too, which means I'm being irrational. Let's close Instagram and promise myself I'll stop this madness. That promise lasts approximately 12 hours. Monday night, I'm going through Ryan's LinkedIn. Notice he's connected to a lot of women. More women than men, actually. What if he's a player? What if this is just what he does? Text my Discord group asking if guys having a lot of female connections on LinkedIn is a red flag. They're split. Some say it's normal in tech. Others say it's suspicious. Not helpful at all. Ryan texts asking if I want to come over Friday to watch a movie. This is the first time he's invited me to his place. Major milestone or red flag? Jessica says major milestone and that I need to relax. Spend the week preparing mentally for Friday. What if his apartment is a mess? What if there are signs of other women? What if I'm walking into a trap? But Friday arrives and I drive to his address. It's a nice building in a good neighborhood, not serial killer vibes. He buzzes me up and I take the elevator to the 3rd floor. Apartment 3C, knock on the door. He opens it and Benson immediately runs out to greet me. The dog is just as cute in person. His apartment is clean, tastefully decorated, no red flags visible. We settle on the couch to watch some action movie he's been wanting to see. Halfway through, he puts his arm around me. I should be enjoying this, but instead, I'm thinking about how many other girls have sat on this couch. You seem distracted. Is the movie boring? No, it's good. Sorry. Work stuff on my mind. He pauses the movie and turns to me. Okay, real talk. You've seemed off the last couple weeks. Did I do something? This is it. Moment of truth. Do I tell him I've been cyberstalking him and creating imaginary problems? Or do I lie and continue being weird? I'm just not used to this, to dating someone who seems so put together and normal. He laughs. Put together? Emma, I burned toast. I lost my keys 3 times last week. I'm barely holding it together most days. We talk for like 2 hours. He opens up about his own insecurities and dating anxiety. Turns out he was also nervous. I was too good to be true. This makes me feel slightly less crazy. The night ends with our first kiss, and it's actually perfect. Drive home feeling like maybe I can do this. Maybe I can let someone in without sabotaging everything. Jessica is asleep when I get home, but I text her anyway. I think I really like him. She responds immediately, even though it's 1 a.m. Finally! And now stop stalking him and just enjoy it. Promise myself that's exactly what I'll do. That promise lasts 3 days. Wednesday, I'm having lunch with my friend Ashley, who I haven't seen in months. Catch her up on the Ryan situation. She gets this weird look on her face. Wait, Ryan Morrison? Software engineer, tall, brown hair? My stomach drops. Yeah, why? I think my roommate went on a date with him like 2 months ago. The room starts spinning. What? Are you sure? She pulls out her phone and shows me a photo her roommate posted. It's Ryan, at the same coffee shop where we had our first date. She said he was nice, but they didn't have chemistry, only went on 1 date. Try to act normal, but Internally, I'm freaking out. Is he just dating everyone? Am I one of many? Ashley notices my face and backtracks. They only went on one date. That's what dating apps are for, right? Meeting people until you find the right match? She's logically correct, but my anxiety doesn't care about logic. Spend the rest of lunch barely paying attention. That night, I do something I know I shouldn't do. I create a fake dating profile. Convince myself I'm just checking if he's still active on the app. Swipe through for 30 minutes, don't see his profile. Maybe he deleted it? Or maybe he just hasn't shown up in my queue yet. Jessica walks in and catches me. What are you doing? Nothing, just scrolling. She grabs my phone and sees the fake profile. Are you seriously catfishing your own boyfriend to see if he's still on dating apps? He's not my boyfriend. Yeah, we haven't had that conversation yet. She sits down and gives me the most serious look I've ever seen from her. Emma, you need to talk to a professional about this because what you're doing isn't normal. She's right, and I hate it. Delete the fake profile and promise to make a therapy appointment. Actually follow through and book a session for next week. Meanwhile, things with Ryan continue to be great. He takes me to his company's holiday party in December. Meets Jessica and my friends, they all love him. Brings me soup when I'm sick, remembers small details about things I've mentioned. Every green flag makes the voice in my head scream that it can't be real. My first therapy session is both helpful and devastating. Therapist gently suggests I have some trust issues and possibly relationship anxiety. It also recommends I consider medication for the anxiety. Walk out feeling validated, but also like I have a lot of work to do. Ryan notices I'm in my head more than usual. Asks if everything's okay with us. Everything's great, I'm just working through some stuff. He's supportive and patient, which somehow makes me feel worse. January arrives and we've been dating for 4 months. He asks if I want to make it official. I'd really like you to be my girlfriend, if you want that too. My face when I finally have to admit that maybe this was real all along and I spent 4 months being suspicious of a genuinely good person. That feeling when you realize your trust issues almost ruined something great, and you need serious therapy to work through decades of relationship trauma and fear of vulnerability. Be me. Officially Ryan's girlfriend for 2 weeks now, and still waiting for the other shoe to drop. Jessica thinks I'm being dramatic, but she doesn't understand the curse of the Femcel. We don't get happy endings. We get catfished, ghosted, or turned into true crime podcast episodes. Ryan suggests I meet his friends at a Super Bowl party one of them is hosting. Immediate panic because meeting the friends is a big step. What if they don't like me? What if they think you're dating down? He looks confused and says they're gonna love me. Spend the entire week leading up to the party, researching football so I don't look like an idiot. Watch YouTube videos about the rules, memorize team names, study player statistics. Jessica finds me making flashcards about quarterbacks at 2 a.m. Jet, you realize you can just say you don't know much about football and people will explain it to you, right? Or I can be prepared and not embarrass myself in front of his entire social circle. She mutters something about me needing to increase my therapy sessions to twice a week. Sunday arrives and I change outfits 7 times, settle on jeans and a team jersey Ryan lent me, even though I look ridiculous. We drive to his friend Marcus's house, which is huge and already full of people. Immediately recognize several people from Ryan's Instagram. Marcus answers the door and is extremely friendly, gives Ryan a hug and then hugs me too. Ryan's told us so much about you. Glad you could make it. We walk in and there are probably 30 people here. Ryan introduces me to everyone and I forget every single name immediately. Then his friend Tyler asks if I'm excited for the game. Recite the statistics I memorized about both teams' defense rankings. Tyler looks impressed. Ryan looks surprised. I didn't know you were into football. Oh yeah, huge fan, love the sports ball. Sports ball, I said sports ball, someone please kill me now. Tyler laughs and says that's hilarious. Ryan squeezes my hand and whispers that I don't have to pretend. Feel my face turn red, but everyone seems cool about it. Spend half time talking to Marcus's girlfriend, Kelly, who is super nice. She works in marketing and we bond over both thinking LinkedIn is a hellscape. So how did you and Ryan meet? He never brings anyone around, so you must be special. Tell her the whole dating app story, leaving out the part where I cyberstalked him for weeks. That's so cute. We need more couples in our group. It's mostly single guys doing single guy things. After the game, everyone starts playing beer pong and board games. Ryan's friend Derek challenges us to be partners in Trivial Pursuit. Turns out Ryan and I are weirdly good at this together. We're crushing everyone and Derek is getting increasingly frustrated. How did you know the answer to that question about ancient Rome? I went through a hardcore historical documentary phase during a lockdown. We end up winning and everyone's joking about us being the power couple. Drive home feeling like maybe I can actually fit into his life. See? I told you they'd love you. Marcus already texted asking when we're all hanging out again. Check my phone and I have 3 friend requests from people at the party. This is going too well. Something has to go wrong. Spoiler alert, I was right. 2 days later, I'm scrolling through Instagram during my lunch break. See that Ryan posted a photo from the Super Bowl party. It's a group shot, everyone's smiling, normal stuff. Then I see the comments. Some girl named Brittany commented, "Miss these hangs. We need to catch up soon." Check her profile, it's public. She's beautiful, like model level beautiful. Go through her photos and find several old ones with Ryan. They're from 2 years ago, but they look close in every photo. One caption says, "My favorite adventure buddy," with a heart emoji. My brain immediately creates an entire narrative. This is his ex-girlfriend. She's way prettier than me. They're still in touch. He's gonna leave me for her. Spend the entire afternoon going through her entire Instagram history. She lives in Seattle now. It works for Amazon, travels constantly. Last photo with Ryan was from 3 years ago at someone's wedding. Try to convince myself this is old news and doesn't matter. Fails spectacularly. That night, Ryan comes over for dinner. I've made pasta, and I'm trying to act normal. "How was your day?" "Good. Busy with meetings and stuff. We eat and watch a show, but I can't focus. Finally can't take it anymore." "So I saw Brittany commented on your post." He looks up from his plate. "Oh yeah, haven't talked to her in forever. We used to work together at my old job." "Just work together?" He picks up on my tone immediately. "We dated for like 6 months 3 years ago. It ended amicably. Why?" "Just curious. She seems nice." Translation: she's gorgeous and I'm spiraling. He puts down his fork and looks at me seriously. "Emma, yet if you want to know about my past relationships, you can just ask. I'm not hiding anything. This is my opportunity to be normal and mature about this." "How many serious relationships have you had?" He thinks for a second. 3 before you. Brittany was the longest at like 8 months. Then Monica you met. And Jessica in college, which was more of a college relationship thing. 3 serious relationships. I've had 0 if we don't count the 3-week disaster in high school. "What about you?" "Shit. Not many. I was pretty focused on school and work." Not technically a lie, but definitely misleading. We move on from the topic, but it's living rent-free in my head for the rest of the night. After he leaves, I immediately text my Discord group. Boyfriend has had 3 serious relationships. I've had 0. But am I out of my depth here? My friend Rachel responds, "Girl, everyone has a past. It doesn't matter." My friend Megan responds, 3 is actually not that many for a guy in his late 20s. My friend Sarah responds, "Did you internet stalk all the exes yet?" She knows me too well. Spend the next 3 hours building a comprehensive dossier on all 3 exes. Brittany, successful, adventurous, has climbed mountains in Peru. Monica, yoga instructor, spiritual, probably has never had an anxious thought in her life. Jessica, college sweetheart, now married to someone else, seems happy. They're all accomplished and beautiful, and I'm a Discord moderator with a psychology degree I don't use. Jessica, my roommate, not his ex, walks in at 2 a.m. and finds me deep in my research. Hey, please tell me you're not doing what I think you're doing. I'm conducting important research about relationship compatibility. She closes my laptop. You're comparing yourself to his exes, which is literally the most self-destructive thing you could do. What if he realizes I don't measure up? What if he's just with me until someone better comes along? She sits down and gives me a hug. Ryan is with you because he likes you, not some imaginary perfect person. You need to trust that. She's right, but the anxiety doesn't care about logic. Next few weeks, I'm extra attentive to everything, looking for signs he's losing interest or comparing me to his exes. He mentions wanting to try a new hiking trail, and I immediately panic. Brittany loved hiking. What if he's thinking about her? And he suggests we take a yoga class together, and I wonder if Monica's influence is still there. Literally everything becomes a potential red flag in my mind. My therapist has a field day with this in our next session. It sounds like you're looking for reasons why this won't work instead of enjoying the relationship. I'm just being realistic, preparing for the inevitable. She writes something down, and I know it's not good. Suggests we work on cognitive behavioral therapy techniques for anxiety. Also gently recommends I consider whether I'm actually ready for a relationship. That one stings, but she might have a point. Valentine's Day is coming up, and Ryan asks what I want to do. Nothing fancy, maybe just dinner and a movie? He seems disappointed but agrees. Yet the real reason I don't want fancy is because I'm terrified of public displays of affection. What if people look at us and wonder what he's doing with me? Jessica overhears this conversation and pulls me aside. You're robbing yourself of experiences because you're scared. That's not sustainable. I just don't want to set expectations too high. Or you don't feel like you deserve nice things, which is something you should discuss with your therapist. Add it to the list of things to discuss in therapy. Valentine's Day arrives and Ryan shows up at my door with flowers. They're beautiful, my favorite flowers. He remembered from a conversation we had months ago. I know you said nothing fancy, but I made us a reservation at this Italian place. I hope that's okay. It's the same restaurant we went to on our second date. But my heart is melting and my brain is screaming that this is a trap. We get to the restaurant and it's decorated with candles and rose petals. Extremely romantic, extremely public. We're seated and I'm hyper aware of everyone around us. Couple to our left looks perfect together, both attractive and laughing. Couple to our right seems to be on a first date based on the awkward body language. We're somewhere in between and I don't know how to feel about it. Ryan orders wine and we toast to 6 months together. I know we made it official in January, but we've been dating since August, so 6 months total. He remembered the exact timeline. Dinner is perfect. Conversation flows naturally. Dessert comes and there's a candle in it. The waiter takes our photo and Ryan posts it to Instagram later. Caption, 6 months with this one. Best decision I ever made. I see it when we're back at my place and almost cry. You really mean that? Of course I do, Emma. I'm crazy about you. We have our first real deep conversation about feelings. He tells me he was nervous I wasn't as into this as he was. Tells me he can sense when I pull away or get distant. I just want you to know that I'm all in, and I hope you are too. This is the moment where I should be honest about my anxiety and fears. I'm all in too, I just get in my own head sometimes. He says he understands and that we can work through anything together. Jessica texts me later, asking how it went. Send her the photo Ryan posted and she responds with like 15 heart emojis. See? He's obsessed with you. Please stop sabotaging this. Go to sleep feeling more secure than I have in months. And let's wake up the next morning to chaos. My phone has blown up with notifications. Ryan's ex Brittany has commented on the photo. So happy for you guys. Seems nice and normal except my brain interprets it as a threat. She's being gracious, which means she's confident, which means she doesn't see me as competition, which means I'm not on her level. The spiral is immediate and intense. Check her Instagram again and she posted a photo yesterday from some beach in Thailand. She's literally on the other side of the world, living her best life, and I'm threatened by a nice comment. Jessica wakes up and finds me in the kitchen, stress eating cereal. What happened? I thought last night was perfect. Show her the comment and she looks at me like I've lost my mind. Emma, this is a nice comment from his ex who lives across the country. Yeah, this is not a problem. What if he sees her comment and remembers what he's missing? She takes my phone away. You're not allowed to have this until you've had coffee and calmed down. Spend the morning trying to rationalize my feelings. Ryan texts, asking if I want to get brunch, and I say yes. Meet him at this cute place near his apartment. He seems really happy, talking about Valentine's Day and how much fun he had. I saw Brittany commented on my post. That was nice of her. My heart rate increases. Yeah, super nice. We're still friendly. She's actually getting engaged to some guy she met in Seattle. Oh, she's getting engaged to someone else, not trying to steal my boyfriend. That's great for her. Trying to sound normal and not like I spent the morning having a crisis about this. Yes, we have a nice brunch and I convince myself I'm being ridiculous. Get home and immediately check Brittany's Instagram to confirm the engagement. Sure enough, there's a post from 4 days ago showing off a ring. She's engaged, she's happy, she's not a threat. Feel stupid for even worrying about it. This pattern continues for weeks. Every little thing becomes a potential crisis that I have to investigate and then feel dumb about. Ryan mentions a female coworker, and I immediately look her up. He talks about his gym buddy, and I assume it's a woman until he shows me a photo, and it's a 60-year-old man named Harold. My therapist is earning her money with all the material I'm giving her. March rolls around, and Ryan asks if I want to go on a weekend trip with him. There's this cabin upstate my family owns. Thought it might be nice to get away for a few days. Meeting the family cabin feels significant. Say yes, but immediately start planning for every possible disaster. What if his family shows up unexpectedly? What if there are photos of his exes at the cabin? What if I have a panic attack in the middle of nowhere with no escape route? Jessica helps me pack and gives me a pep talk. This is a romantic weekend getaway, not a survival situation. Please try to enjoy it. What if we run out of things to talk about and it gets awkward? You've been together for 7 months and you've never run out of things to talk about. You'll be fine. Friday afternoon, we drive up to the cabin. It's actually beautiful, right on a lake with mountains in the background. Very picturesque, very romantic. They're very much the kind of place where someone proposes in a movie. Whoa, where did that thought come from? We're not anywhere near proposal territory. Or are we? Is 7 months too soon? Is that why he brought me here? Ryan notices I'm quiet. Everything okay? You seem tense. Just taking in the view. It's gorgeous. We settle in and he starts a fire while I explore the cabin. It's cozy, 3 bedrooms, a nice kitchen, lots of family photos on the walls. Notice a photo of young Ryan with his parents and siblings. He was a cute kid. This shouldn't make me emotional, but it does. Find another photo of what looks like a family reunion. There's a girl in the photo with her arm around Ryan. They look like teenagers. Here we go. Another mystery to solve. At dinner, I casually bring it up. Saw the family photos. You were a cute kid. Oh, God. Those are so embarrassing. My mom insists on keeping them up. Who's the girl in the reunion photo? He thinks for a second. Oh, that's my cousin Jen. Why? His cousin. I was about to spiral over his cousin. Just curious. You guys look close. We spend the evening playing board games and talking. He tells me stories about family vacations here as a kid, shares memories of learning to fish with his dad, helping his mom cook, playing with his siblings. It's sweet, and I'm learning so much about him. Saturday, we go hiking around the lake. It's beautiful, but I'm not exactly outdoorsy, so I'm struggling. Ryan is patient, stops when I need breaks, points out cool things along the trail. We get to this overlook with an amazing view. He takes a selfie of us, and I look genuinely happy in it. But later that night, we're sitting by the fire, and he gets serious. Can I ask you something? My heart drops. This is it, the bad news. Sure, what's up? Why do you sometimes seem scared of me? Like you're waiting for me to hurt you or leave. Did not expect this level of emotional honesty. Debate whether to be vulnerable or deflect. Decide to be honest because he deserves that. I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of this, of being happy. Because every time I've let myself be happy, something goes wrong. He's quiet for a minute. I'm not going to hurt you, Emma. I really care about you, and I want this to work. I know, logically I know that, but my brain doesn't always cooperate. We talk for hours about past relationships, fears, hopes for the future. It's the most vulnerable I've been with anyone. That he shares his own fears about not being enough, about repeating past relationship mistakes. Turns out Perfect Ryan has insecurities too. This somehow makes me feel better. Sunday morning we have to pack up and head back. The weekend was perfect and nothing went wrong. No disasters, no red flags, no reasons to panic. This should make me happy, but instead I'm waiting for the delayed fallout. Jessica's home when I get back. How was the romantic getaway? Tell her everything and she seems relieved. Maybe this is the turning point where you realize he's a good guy and stop looking for problems. Maybe, or maybe this is the calm before the storm. She throws a pillow at me. Next week is normal. We fall back into our routine. Dinner twice a week, texting daily, weekend plans. Then Thursday I'm at work and get a text from an unknown number. Yeah, hey, this is Monica, Ryan's friend. Can we meet for coffee? My brain short circuits. Monica, the yoga instructor X, wants to meet me for coffee. This is either totally normal or the beginning of a Lifetime movie plot. Don't respond immediately because I need to process this. Text Jessica and my therapy group chat. Responses range from this is weird to hear her out to definitely a trap. Not helpful. Decide to respond with, sure, when were you thinking? She suggests Saturday at noon at a place downtown. Spend the next 2 days catastrophizing about what this could mean. Does she want Ryan back? Is she warning me about something? Is this a test? Jessica tries to calm me down, but I'm too far gone. Saturday arrives and I show up 15 minutes early. Monica is already there, sitting at a table looking serene and beautiful. And of course she's early and it looks perfect. Walk over and she stands up to hug me. Thanks for meeting me. I know this is probably weird. A little, yeah, but I'm curious. We order coffee and she gets straight to the point. I wanted to meet you because Ryan talks about you constantly, and I wanted to see if you're as great as he says. Not what I was expecting. That's really nice, I think. She laughs. I know this is unconventional, but Ryan and I are genuinely just friends now. We work better that way, and I'm happy he found someone. We talk for over an hour. She tells me about how she and Ryan dated, realized they wanted different things, and stayed friends. She's actually really cool and not threatening at all. I can tell you really care about him. He deserves someone who does. Yet his last few attempts at dating were kind of disasters. Wait, what? Disasters how? She tells me about the girl who used him for free dinners, the one who ghosted him after 3 months, the one who cheated. Perfect Ryan has been hurt too. This reframes everything. We exchange numbers and she says we should all hang out sometime. Leave the coffee shop feeling like I just made a friend and also like I understand Ryan better. Text him. Just had coffee with Monica, she's really nice. He calls me immediately. She texted you? I had no idea she was going to do that. I hope it wasn't weird. It was a little weird, but also good. We had a nice talk. He sounds relieved. She told me you've had some rough dating experiences. He's quiet for a second. Yeah, dating in your 20s is rough, but I'm glad I stuck with it because I found you. My heart might explode from the sweetness. That night I have a realization. I've been so focused on waiting for him to hurt me that I haven't considered that he might be scared too. Bring this up in therapy and my therapist actually smiles. That's real progress, Emma, recognizing that vulnerability goes both ways. April comes and things feel more stable. I'm still anxious but managing it better. Ryan's birthday is coming up and I want to do something special. Ask Jessica for ideas and she suggests throwing him a surprise party. Immediately stressed about planning a party. What if people don't show up? What if he hates surprises? What if I mess it up? Jessica volunteers to help and we spend 2 weeks planning. Invite his friends, order a cake, decorate the apartment. But the night of his birthday, I tell him we're just having quiet dinner at my place. He shows up and everyone yells surprise. He looks genuinely shocked and happy. The party is a success. Everyone's having fun. He keeps hugging me and saying thank you. Marcus pulls me aside at one point. I don't know what you did to Ryan, but he's happier than I've seen him in years. This makes me emotional in the best way. Party winds down around midnight and it's just Ryan and me cleaning up. That was incredible, thank you. I was so nervous you'd hate it. Why would I hate it? You brought together all my favorite people. This was perfect. We're putting away dishes when he stops and looks at me. I love you, Emma. Time stops. He just said he loves me. First time anyone has said that to me romantically. My brain is screaming to say it back, but my mouth isn't working. You don't have to say it back. I just wanted you to know. I love you too. The words come out before I can overthink them. We're both smiling like idiots, and this is the most vulnerable I've ever felt. He stays over and we spend the whole night talking about feelings in the future. It's terrifying and wonderful and everything I didn't know I needed. Wake up the next morning and he's still there, didn't disappear, didn't take it back, still smiling at me like I'm the best thing that ever happened to him. Maybe Jessica was right. Maybe I can stop waiting for disaster and just enjoy this. My face when the Femcel finally found someone who loves her despite all her anxiety and trust issues. At that feeling when you realize love is actually possible and you're not destined to be alone forever, but you still need therapy to manage the fear of losing it. Be me. It's been 10 months since Ryan said he loves me and I still wake up sometimes thinking it's a dream. Relationship is going well, almost suspiciously well. We've settled into comfortable routine of staying at each other's places, meeting up with friends, actually functioning like a normal couple. My therapist is proud of my progress but warns me not to get complacent with my anxiety management. She's right because the moment I let my guard down, my brain finds new things to worry about. May rolls around and Ryan mentions his company is having a big event. It's like a gala thing, black tie, very fancy. Would you want to be my date? Immediate panic because I don't own anything black tie appropriate. Also panic because meeting all his coworkers at once feels like a lot of pressure. That sounds great. Wait, when is it? 3 weeks from Saturday. I know it's kind of formal, but it should be fun. Jessica overhears and is immediately excited. We're going dress shopping. This is going to be amazing. Spend the next weekend trying on dresses at approximately 14 stores. Everything either makes me look like I'm going to prom or attending a funeral. Finally find something that looks decent and doesn't make me want to cry. It's dark blue, elegant, not too flashy. Jessica says I look hot, which I choose to believe even though my brain disagrees. Night of the gala arrives and I'm a nervous wreck. Ryan picks me up, looking incredible in a tuxedo. You look beautiful, Emma. We drive to this fancy hotel ballroom, and there are easily 200 people here. His boss comes over immediately to meet me. So you're the Emma we've heard so much about. But Ryan never stops talking about you in meetings. This is either sweet or embarrassing, possibly both. Meet probably 40 people in the first hour. Remember maybe 5 names. Everyone is successful and accomplished, and I'm trying not to feel out of place. Diana, his coworker from the Instagram photo, finds us. Emma, I've been wanting to meet you. Ryan showed me your Instagram and your photography is amazing. I do basic phone photography as a hobby. Didn't realize he was showing people. We chat and she's genuinely nice, not at all threatening like I initially feared. Her fiance Tom joins us and we end up talking for like an hour. They're planning a wedding for next year and ask if we'll come. Ryan says absolutely without hesitating. Making plans a year in advance, that's serious relationship territory. The gala has a silent auction and Ryan bids on a weekend spa package. Thought it might be nice for us to do together. We end up winning it and he's excited. Night wraps up around midnight and we're walking to the car. That was actually really fun. Your coworkers are nice. They loved you. I told you there was nothing to worry about. Get home and check my phone. I have 6 friend requests from people at the gala. Ryan's boss sent a LinkedIn connection request. This is real. I'm integrated into his life now. This is happening. June comes and we're planning a trip to meet his family. They live 4 hours away and we're going for his mom's birthday. Meeting the parents is major. This is like final boss level relationship stuff. Spend 2 weeks stressing about what to wear, what to bring, how to act. What if they don't like me? What if they think you could do better? Ryan is patient, but I can tell he's getting frustrated with my constant anxiety. Emma, they're going to love you. My mom is already excited to meet you. This does not help because now there are expectations. We drive up on Saturday morning, my stomach in knots the entire time. His childhood home is nice, suburban, very normal. His mom opens the door before we even knock. She hugs Ryan and then immediately hugs me. Emma, we've heard so much about you. Come in, come in. His dad is grilling in the backyard. His younger sister is setting the table. His older brother shows up with his wife and their 2 kids. It's a full family gathering and I'm overwhelmed. Ryan's mom insists on showing me photo albums from when he was a kid. This is Ryan at his first science fair. This is him at prom. Oh, and this is him with his ex-girlfriend Jessica at graduation. There's a photo of college ex Jessica right there in the family album. Trying not to read into this, but my brain is already spiraling. Did they like Jessica more? Am I living up to the ex-girlfriend standard? Ryan rescues me from the photo album torture. Mom, I think Emma's seen enough embarrassing photos for today. We go outside and I meet everyone properly. His sister Claire is 23 and studying to be a veterinarian. She immediately starts asking me questions about my life. We bond over both being anxious people pleasers. His brother Mark is more reserved but friendly enough. His wife Linda is sweet, tells me all the family gossip and whispers. The kids are adorable and Ryan is great with them. Watching him play with his niece and nephew does something to my emotions. Is this baby fever? Am I having baby fever? We haven't even talked about future plans. Dinner's nice, everyone's welcoming, no one asks invasive questions. Ryan's mom makes a comment about how nice it is to see Ryan happy again. He went through a rough patch there for a while. We were worried about him. Ryan looks embarrassed and changes the subject. Later that night, we're staying in his childhood bedroom. It's weird being in the room where he grew up. There are still posters on the walls and books on the shelves. Your family is really nice. I told you they'd love you. You were worried for nothing. Your mom seemed to really like Jessica. He sits up and looks at me. Emma, that was like 6 years ago. My mom keeps every photo ever taken. It doesn't mean anything. We have a long conversation about my tendency to compare myself to his exes. He's understanding but also firm that I need to work on this. I chose you, I'm with you, I love you, the past is the past. Fall asleep feeling guilty for bringing drama to family weekend. Sunday morning his mom makes a huge breakfast. She corners me in the kitchen while I'm helping clean up. I can see how much Ryan cares about you, and I want you to know you're always welcome here. This makes me emotional because I'm not used to this kind of family acceptance. We leave after lunch and the drive home is quiet. Did I mess up this weekend? What? No, everything was great. Why would you think that? I brought up Jessica. I made it weird. He reaches over and squeezes my hand. You didn't make it weird. Yet you were honest about your feelings. That's what I want from you. July is our 1-year anniversary since we first matched on the app. Ryan wants to do something special and asks me to keep the weekend free. Refuses to tell me what we're doing, which makes me anxious. What if I'm dressed wrong? What if I need to pack something specific? Just pack for a weekend away, comfortable clothes, maybe something nice for dinner. This tells me nothing and I pack approximately 30 outfit options. Friday afternoon he picks me up and we start driving. Won't tell me where we're going, says it's a surprise. 2 hours later we pull up to a bed and breakfast in wine country. It's beautiful and romantic and clearly expensive. Ryan, this is too much. It's our 1-year anniversary. Nothing is too much. We check in and the room has rose petals and champagne. There's a card on the bed. To the woman who changed my life, here's to many more adventures together. I'm trying not to cry, but failing. That night we have dinner at this incredible restaurant. He's planned everything perfectly, every detail thought out. Dessert comes and there's another card. What's this? Just read it. Open it, and inside is a key. A key to what? My apartment. I want you to have it. I want you to feel like it's your space too. This is huge. This is moving and adjacent. This is serious. Are you sure? I've never been more sure of anything. We talk about what this means, about spending more time together, about future plans. He mentions maybe looking for a bigger place together in 6 months. 6 months? He's planning 6 months ahead. Yeah, we're building a future. Saturday we go wine tasting and it's perfect. Walking through vineyards, tasting wine, taking photos. He posts one to Instagram with the caption, "1 year with my favorite person." The comments flood in from friends and family congratulating us. Monica comments, "You two are the cutest, so happy for you both." Brittany comments, "Relationship goals." Even his ex-college girlfriend Jessica comments, "Glad you found your person." All the exes are supportive. None of them are threats. I was worried for nothing. Sunday we drive home and I'm thinking about everything. 1 year ago I was convinced this was a catfish. Now I have a key to his apartment and we're talking about moving in together. How did I get here? Jessica's waiting when I get home. "Well, how was the big anniversary weekend?" Show her the key and she screams, "Hey, this is huge. You're basically living together now." I'm terrified. What if I mess this up? Emma, you've been together a year. If you were going to mess it up, you would have done it by now. She has a point. August is relatively calm. We settle into a routine with the key. I start keeping more stuff at his place. He has a drawer at mine. It feels natural and right, and only mildly terrifying. Then September happens. I'm scrolling through Facebook during the lunch when I see something that makes my blood run cold. Someone has posted in a local community group. Does anyone know Ryan Morrison? Saw him at a coffee shop with a woman who definitely wasn't his girlfriend. Looked pretty cozy. My heart stops. There's no photo, but the description matches Ryan. Whereas my brain immediately goes to cheating. This is it. This is when everything falls apart. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew he'd eventually realize he could do better. Spend the next hour spiraling. Text Jessica, and she calls immediately. "Okay, before you freak out, did you ask him about it?" "No, because what if it's true? What if he's cheating? Or what if it's completely innocent and you're jumping to conclusions like you always do?" She's probably right, but I can't calm down. Ryan texts, asking if I want to come over for dinner. Say yes because I need to confront this. Show up at his apartment and he immediately knows something's wrong. What happened? Show him the Facebook post. He reads it and starts laughing. "Emma, that was my sister Claire. She's in town for a job interview. I met her for coffee this morning." "Oh, at his sister. I accused him of cheating because of his sister." "I'm so sorry, I just saw the post and panicked." He pulls me into a hug. "I get that you're anxious, but you have to talk to me about this stuff instead of assuming the worst." We have a serious conversation about trust and communication. He's patient, but I can tell this hurt him. "I trust you completely, Emma. I need to know that you trust me too." "I do. I'm just scared of losing you." "You're not going to lose me, but you might push me away if you keep looking for reasons why this won't work." His words hit hard because they're true. My therapist has been saying the same thing for months. I'll work on it, I promise. I don't want to sabotage this. We spend the rest of the night talking about fears and boundaries. He suggests couples counseling if I think it would help. But the fact that he's willing to go to therapy for us makes me love him more. October comes and we start looking at apartments together. It's exciting and terrifying. Looking at places, imagining our future, planning a shared life. Find a perfect 2-bedroom in a good neighborhood. We could use the 2nd bedroom as an office, or a guest room, or a nursery someday. He said it casually, but my heart stops. Someday? I mean, no pressure, but yeah, someday I'd like that, with you. We're talking about kids, hypothetical future kids. This is the most serious relationship conversation we've had. I'd like that too someday. We put in an application for the apartment. Spend the next week anxiously waiting to hear back. Get approved and suddenly it's real. We're moving in together, signing a lease, combining our lives. Jessica's helping me pack up my room. I can't believe you're moving out. It's the end of an era. Feel emotional about leaving even though I'm excited. What if living together ruins everything? Or what if it's amazing and you guys get engaged next year? Engaged, marriage, that's a whole other level of commitment I haven't processed. November is moving month. It's chaotic and stressful, but also kind of fun. Combining our stuff, decorating together, making the space ours. Ryan is patient when I have meltdowns about where to put things. It doesn't matter where the couch goes, we can always move it. First night in the new place, we order pizza and sit on the floor. We did it. We have an apartment together. I'm really happy we're doing this. Benson is adjusting well, already claimed his spot on the couch. Settling into domestic life is weird, but good. We have routines, we cook together, we argue about who forgot to buy milk. It's normal and boring and everything I never knew I wanted. Thanksgiving comes and we spend it with his family. His mom is thrilled we're living together, makes several comments about grandchildren that make Ryan uncomfortable. Mom, we just moved in together. Give us some time. Claire pulls me aside. Mom's been like this since Mark had kids. She's baby crazy. Ignore her. December is our first holiday season living together. We decorate the apartment, get a tree, do all the couple things. Ryan gets me the most thoughtful gifts, things I mentioned months ago. I get him a new climbing gear he's been wanting and a framed photo of us from the anniversary trip. We spend Christmas morning in pajamas with Benson, opening presents. It's perfect and domestic, and I'm trying not to think about how this could end. My therapist reminds me that I need to stay present. Stop waiting for disaster and enjoy what you have. New Year's Eve. We stay in, just us, watching movies, drinking wine, talking about the year. This time last year, we'd been dating for like 4 months, and you were still convinced I was secretly terrible. I wasn't convinced you were terrible, I was just cautious. You Instagram stalked my college roommate's girlfriend's sister. Okay, he's got me there. Midnight comes and we kiss. Here's to another year together. Here's to me being less crazy. You're not crazy, you're just cautious, and I love you anyway. January marks 18 months together. Things are stable, and I'm managing my anxiety better. We're happy. Then I notice Ryan's been weird lately. Secretive phone calls, mysterious packages arriving. My brain immediately goes to worst case scenarios. He's planning to break up with me, he's seeing someone else, he's moving away. Jessica tells me I'm being ridiculous. Or he's planning something nice and you're ruining it with your anxiety. Decide to do some investigating because old habits die hard. Check his Amazon history when he leaves his laptop open. Mistake number 1, he recently searched engagement rings. Mistake number 2, there's an order from a jewelry store arriving next week. Mistake number 3, he's been looking at restaurants that specialize in proposals. I close the laptop and have a full panic attack. He's going to propose. Ryan is going to propose. I'm not ready for this. Or am I ready? Do I want this? Yes, definitely yes, but also terrified. Spend the next week oscillating between excited and panicked. Can't tell Jessica because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Can't tell my therapist because we don't have a session until after the suspected proposal date. Basically, suffering in silence. Valentine's Day is next week, and I'm convinced that's when it's happening. He makes a reservation at the fancy restaurant where we had our first date. This is it. This is proposal night. Spend the entire week planning my reaction. What if I cry too much? What if I accidentally say no? What if I freeze? Buy a new dress, get my nails done, try to mentally prepare. Valentine's Day arrives and I'm a nervous wreck. Ryan seems calm, suspiciously calm. We get to the restaurant and I'm hyper aware of everything. Is the waiter in on it? Is there a photographer hiding somewhere? Dinner is perfect. Conversation flows naturally. Dessert comes and there's no ring. This has been such a great night. Thank you for always being so thoughtful. We finish dessert, pay the bill, leave the restaurant. No proposal. Get home and I'm confused. Did I misread the signs? Was I wrong about the ring? Feel stupid for getting worked up. The next Saturday, Ryan says he planned a surprise. We're going to the beach, the same beach where we had our third date. It's beautiful, sunny, perfect weather. We're walking along the water and he's being weird. Keeps checking his phone, seems nervous. Is everything okay? Yeah, just thinking about stuff. We get to this secluded spot and he stops. Emma, we should sit for a minute. My heart is pounding. As we sit down and he takes my hand. I've been thinking a lot about us, about our future. This is it. He's going to propose or break up with me. 50-50 shot. I know you've had a lot of anxiety about relationships, about trusting this. Oh God, he's breaking up with me. But watching you work through that, watching you grow, has been incredible. Wait, maybe not breaking up? I love you more than I thought it was possible to love someone. He reaches into his pocket. I'm either about to get engaged or have a heart attack. Pulls out a small box, opens it, and there's a ring. Emma, will you marry me? My brain short circuits. Ryan Morrison, the guy I thought was a catfish, is proposing. I'm crying, he's crying. Benson is barking from the car. Yes, of course, yes. He puts the ring on my finger and it's perfect. We're both crying and laughing and kissing. I've been planning this for months. I was so nervous you'd say no. I've known for 3 weeks. I saw your Amazon history. He laughs. Of course you did. I should have known you'd figure it out. We sit there for an hour just holding each other, drive home, and I immediately call Jessica. We're engaged! She screams so loud I have to hold the phone away from my ear. I told you this was real. I told you he was the one. Post a photo on Instagram and the comments explode. Monica, finally, congrats you two. Brittany, this makes me so happy. You guys are perfect. Diana, I'm crying. This is beautiful. All the people I was once threatened by are celebrating our engagement. Ryan's mom calls crying tears of joy. His whole family is excited, already planning the wedding. But my parents are thrilled. They love Ryan. That night we're lying in bed and I'm staring at the ring. I can't believe this is real. I can't believe you want to marry me. I've wanted to marry you since like month 6. I was just waiting for the right time. I spent a year convinced you were too good to be true. And I spent a year proving I was real, so we're even. A couple weeks later, we're at dinner with friends announcing the engagement. Marcus raises his glass. To Ryan and Emma, who proved that dating apps can actually work. Everyone laughs and toasts. Later, Kelly pulls me aside. I'm so happy for you guys, and I have to say, Ryan is so different with you than he was with anyone else. Different how? He's more himself, more relaxed. You bring out the best in him. This makes me emotional all over again. A few months later, we're planning the wedding. It's overwhelming but exciting. Jessica is my maid of honor, obviously. Claire's a bridesmaid, along with a few other friends. Monica offered to help with planning, which I actually said yes to. The woman I once saw as a threat is now helping plan my wedding. Character development is real. We set a date for next fall, giving us plenty of time to plan. Venue is booked, photographer secured, starting to look at dresses. My therapist is proud of how far I've come. 2 years ago, you were convinced dating apps were a waste of time. 2 years ago, I was convinced I'd be alone forever. And now you're engaged to someone who loves you. How does that feel? Terrifying and wonderful and like, maybe I deserve good things after all. She smiles. That's the real growth. What believing you deserve happiness. Ryan and I are looking at wedding venues one Saturday. The coordinator asks how we met. Dating app, Hinge specifically, matched 2 years ago this summer. That's so sweet. And you knew right away? Ryan and I look at each other and laugh. Not exactly. Emma thought I was a catfish for the first 4 months. The coordinator looks confused. I explain the whole story, the cyberstalking, the investigation, the paranoia. She's laughing by the end. Well, it makes for a great story at least. Driving home, Ryan brings it up again. You really thought I was a catfish, huh? In my defense, you were objectively too attractive and successful to be real. And now I know you're real and you're mine, and I'm the luckiest person alive. He squeezes my hand. I'm the lucky one, Emma. And I found someone who loves me even when it scares her. A few months before the wedding, my anxiety spikes again. Cold feet, fear of commitment. What if we're making a mistake? My therapist reminds me this is normal. Wedding jitters are natural. It doesn't mean you don't want to marry him. Talk to Ryan about it, and he's understanding. If you need more time, we can push the wedding. I'm not going anywhere. No, I want this. I'm just scared. Of what? Of being happy, of it ending, of losing you. We talk for hours about fears and the future. He suggests we write our own vows. That way we can promise each other exactly what we need to hear. Spend weeks working on vows, trying to put into words what he means to me. How he saw past my anxiety and loved me anyway. How he's patient and kind and everything I never knew I needed. But wedding day arrives, and I'm surprisingly calm. Jessica is keeping me together, making sure I eat and drink water. You ready to marry your catfish? He was never actually a catfish. But you thought he was, which makes this even better. Walking down the aisle and seeing Ryan at the altar. He's crying and smiling, and I'm crying and smiling. We say our vows, and I don't mess up even once. He promises to be patient with my anxiety. I promise to trust him and stop cyberstalking his exes. Everyone laughs. I now pronounce you husband and wife. We kiss, and everyone cheers. Reception is perfect. Dancing and speeches and cake. Marcus's speech. I've known Ryan for 10 years, and I've never seen him this happy. Emma, you're stuck with him now. Jessica's speech. Emma spent a year convinced this was too good to be true. But it turns out it was just good. So glad you finally believed it. Monica gives a speech. To finding the right person even when you didn't know you were looking for them. Honeymoon in Italy is magical. 2 weeks of food and wine and exploring. Ryan keeps calling me his wife and I keep crying. I can't believe I married you. I can't believe you almost didn't swipe right because you thought I was fake. Come back from honeymoon to our apartment. Benson is excited to see us, jumps all over us, settling back into married life. It's not that different from before, but also everything is different. We're building a life together, for real, forever. 6 months into marriage and we find out I'm pregnant, both planned and terrifying. Ryan is over the moon. I'm having hourly panic attacks. What if I'm a terrible mom? What if I mess up the kid? You're going to be an amazing mom and we'll figure it out together. My therapist is booked solid for the entire pregnancy. Baby arrives in spring, healthy and perfect. We name her Sophie, and she has Ryan's eyes. Watching him hold our daughter makes me fall in love with him all over again. Jessica comes to visit and meet Sophie. Remember when you thought Ryan was a Nigerian scammer? I never said Nigerian scammer. You absolutely did multiple times. A few years later, we have a son, then another daughter. House full of kids and chaos and love. Ryan still makes me laugh, still calms my anxiety, still loves me unconditionally. We joke about the dating app origin story. Sophie asks how we met. Mommy thought Daddy was a catfish. What's a catfish? Ask me when you're older. Looking back at the last few years, from Femcel convinced she'd die alone to married mom of 3. From cyberstalking potential dates to building a life with someone. From anxiety-ridden mess to still anxious but managing it with therapy and medication and a supportive partner. Character development is real and therapy works, and sometimes dating apps aren't completely terrible. My face when the guy I thought was a catfish turned out to be my husband and father of my children. That feeling when you realize all those exes you were jealous of were just part of his journey to finding you, and now you're all friends, and your kids call Monica Auntie, and life is weird but wonderful.